Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing, and I'm going to give my first impressions on the iPhone Air. This phone is available at the time of this video. This just hit the studio, so wanted to check this out immediately. I got the max spec 1TB version in the black color here. Been really excited to check this one out. Device on top here. Inside the box, we have a little bit of paperwork. We have our Type-C to Type-C charging cable. And here we go, first impressions of the iPhone Air. Really liking the black color here. Very rounded sidings on this initially. Super slim and lightweight on this. This doesn't feel like anything else on the market. We of course have the Galaxy S25 Edge that just came out this year, but this does have a bit more of boxier edges on it. Apple opted for a much more rounded design on this, which is definitely complementing the slim form factor here. Super lightweight. I am definitely excited to jump into this phone more given the processor it has inside. I'm not super excited about just one speaker on this and just one camera on this, but I'm looking forward to seeing if I can get by with it given the slimmer nature. But now taking a physical tour here, we have our action button on top here still and our volume rockers here below it. We also have the camera control button here, so if you're in landscape here, it's going to be right there, and then in portrait, it's going to be right there with your thumb. Of course, another big change for the iPhone this year, this hump on the top here, they were hyping that this has so many extra parts in it and things that there could be more battery in this. I would say in video, and especially on the lighter colors of this one, maybe it's a little more apparent then, maybe it's a little bit more toned down here with the black color. We have some really nice feeling titanium sides on this. We have our Type-C port on the bottom, which as far as I'm aware doesn't have the fastest charging speeds like on the new iPhone 17 Pros. It has around 25 watts of charging wired, and then there is also around 20 to 25 watts with MagSafe on the back. But it is just still crazy how thin this is overall. It does also feel very rigid. It has a really nice premium look and sturdy feel to it despite being really slim. So doing a bit of a bending test here. I mean, I spent my own personal money on this. Just doing a little bit of bending here, it honestly feels really solid. And here is our first look at the 6.5 inch display on this. Love to see this larger display size on a slimmer device. So very nice displays initially, even on the iPhone Air here. This one is coming in a little larger at the 6.5 inches. So there's your side-by-side there. A drastically different feel in the hand, of course. I will say at boot up here, the phone is warming up back here. The chip, I think, is around the middle here. So there's definitely going to be thermal sacrifices on these Air phones. So sustained workloads might not be as good on something like this, but I don't think that's what this is for. Because as someone who has already used this S25 Edge for a fair amount of time, I just really like the premium aspects of this in a slimmer form factor compared to some of the other Ultra models out there that are very big and bulky. We still have some premium flagship aspects here in a phone that feels way slimmer and lighter. And then of course on the Air we have just the single camera lens on the back here. So looking at some of my initial footage compared to the other iPhones, no ultra wide on this at all. We have the 2x option in Apple's viewfinder, but similar to being limited on the iPhone 17, just up to a 10x digital zoom here. And this definitely does not look nearly as good as what we have on the 8x optical zoom on the 17 Pro Max for a point of comparison. Video side of things though, still a very solid performer, just like any other iPhone. Have very good initial footage here in my 4K 60 testing. That is the maximum on this Air. There are no 8K options, but for me personally, 4K 60 is what I do for filming on this YouTube channel. So this still has potential to be one of my main filmers here, even though we have just the one camera on the back. And we also have the same great front-facing camera on this Air compared to the 17 and Pro. And one of the features I've been loving here on the iPhone 17, especially the Air with how thin and light it is I'm filming in landscape right now, but I am holding the phone in portrait orientation. I don't have to hold it out landscape or anything. We have a great wide angle here thanks to this new front-facing camera. You're able to film in landscape much easier. Now, even though there's been a lot of positive about this Air, there are two major cons to this device. The first of those being just a single speaker on this. So there is a speaker at the top. It's a front-facing speaker. There is no speaker to be found on the bottom of this phone. It is a bit conflicting for me because the S25 Edge, this has the dual speaker setup on it. Of course, this also has the 2 cameras on it with an ultra wide lens option, but especially having the dual speakers on this makes it feel like a premium smartphone experience like it should for this price. So that is honestly losing major points for me on this phone. I was watching some YouTube, and if you're just listening to videos that somebody's just talking, the audio sounds fine, but when you go to max out this volume, you can tell it's just definitely limited compared to Apple's other options. When I was listening to things side by side with the Pro and the Air, I could definitely tell the Pro had way better speakers. And then the other big question mark with this Air yet still here is the battery life. So I've done a little bit of battery testing. I started at 65% about 4 hours ago, and I'm now down to 38%. I've been using the phone pretty heavily, filming some videos, just writing out some thoughts and things. Really enjoying the typing experience on this Air, by the way. But if you're draining through nearly 30% in about 4 hours time, that would equate to just a half day of heavy usage. So if you are a heavy smartphone user, there is a very good chance you would not get through the day with this. But if you are just using this for lighter tasks throughout the day, which I think a lot of people getting this phone will just be average users, I can personally attest to this S25 Edge still getting pretty good battery life despite it being so thin and having a smaller capacity battery compared to its counterparts. Believe it or not, I did have a use case of 7.5 hours of screen on time on this S25 Edge with this larger screen. So if you're doing lighter things on your phone, I think you could definitely get through a day with this, potentially. So those 2 caveats, the battery life and the speakers, are kind of bringing my overall experience with this Air down a little bit. While I was immediately very hyped about this iPhone Air, there are definitely some downsides to it that are making me personally lean towards just the regular iPhone 17 more than this Air, because the regular iPhone 17 has a very good dual speaker setup. It is also pretty lightweight, similar to the Air, so it just doesn't have the thinness, of course, and a larger display here on the Air. This feels so much more comfortable to hold and use throughout the day compared to something like my iPhone 15 Pro Max, even though this did get much lighter versus its previous generation. It is honestly a night and day difference carrying these 2 types of phones here. This is absolutely one of the best feeling phones I've used up to this point. I'd say probably aside from the S25 Edge also having a great slim feel, and the Fold 7 with how slim that phone is. This is definitely in my top 3 of best feeling phones of all time. I'm really loving the titanium feel on this. There's honestly a lot to be excited for with this iPhone Air, even though there are some of those compromises. I'm going to continue using this iPhone Air. Let me know if you want to see any more videos on it. Be curious to hear your thoughts on the iPhone Air in the comments below. Be sure to give a like on your way out. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.